section. Like the 400, you can win the title from either section. It's all on time as we look at Lene Thomas, a transfer from the University of Southern California. She unfortunately drew lane 3.
Well, and that's going to be tough sledding for her down there on the inside, but so important for her to put up, really push, put up a good time here, challenge that second heat. There you see Mackenzie Long, Dwight, and what's been fun about watching Mackenzie Long over the last couple of weeks is she has just been on a roll like a team going into the NCAA championships. Every time she steps on the track, she runs a little bit better, believes a little bit more in herself. Her confidence is very high right now, and in the middle of the track, the two phenomenal freshmen from the University of Georgia. Talked to Carol Smith-Gilbert, and she said that these two exceeded her expectations yesterday by getting into the finals in both the 60 and the 200 meters.
Kayla Jackson, lane 4, was second in the 60. It's one lap in their lanes as fast as you can. And Autumn Wilson of Georgia is out, trying to make up the stagger on Mackenzie Long. Now she gets the benefit of that downhill. 5 is the preferred lane. Autumn Wilson, the freshman from Georgia, is going to win this first section, followed closely by Mackenzie Long. She puts up the time to beat, and that will be 22:45. Just 0.03 of a second slower than yesterday.
Well, and Autumn Wilson, when she ran 22:42 yesterday, it was number 7 all-time in collegiate history. Here she comes back with another great effort today. There you see Lene Thomas on the inside, really struggling, and nobody has liked the inside lanes here, but everybody has liked lane 5.
And that's a tough run for Lene Thomas because Texas needs the point. That 22:73 is going to be a low-scoring time. There's the official results, 22:45, the time to beat for Autumn Wilson, the freshman. Her teammate really suffered coming back from that 60, 22:84 for Kayla Jackson. So we will see what the athletes in section number 2 will do, knowing that that's the time they have to run. And the sprinter's getting ready for this second section. And this section will feature the number 2 runner in collegiate history, the junior from LSU, starting in the preferred lane 5, Favor Ofili.
Well, and that collegiate record is only 22:09, and on this track, in these conditions, that's absolutely possible. But Coach Dennis Shaver, he plainly says, look, I just want my athletes do what you did to get there. Well, already she's here 22:11 yesterday. If she can replicate that, she's going to put some pressure on Julian Alfred here, who is in the outside lane. Favor Ofili has a better lane draw. Julian Alfred will be on the outside. She won't get a chance to see Favor Ofili, so she'll be at the disadvantage. It's an event that Julian doesn't love, but she's very, very good in it. I think we're going to get a really good effort from her on the outside.
Alfred, of course, the winner of the 60 meters in 6:94, which is equal fastest time in the world this year with Alea Hobbs, formerly of LSU. But that woman, Favor Ofili, just missing the collegiate record yesterday, and now she's got the preferred lane, lane 5. She's got Julian Alfred outside of her to pull her along, and the altitude and the fast track of Albuquerque. She has all of the ingredients for the record recipe. Can she eclipse Abby Steiner just 1 year after Steiner set that phenomenal collegiate record?
Jaden Mays of Oregon, inside of her, she is having a really good national meet, made the finals in the 60 meter. Outstanding run yesterday in the 200 meters. She increased her personal best to 22:58. That puts her number 4 on the all-time U of O list.
From the inside, Chandler of Southern Cal, Mays of Oregon, then Ofili of LSU, and Alfred of Texas.
Well, Julian Alfred really took off hard in that first 50 meters. Now, one thing we need to keep an eye on Julian Alfred, as she begins to tire a little bit, she really loses her technique. So let's keep an eye on her technique down the stretch.
Texas really needs her points, and she is holding off Favor Ofili. Alfred is a double winner, 60 meters and 200 and a collegiate record. She smashes it 22:01, almost goes under 22 seconds.
Well, I'm not sure why she doesn't like this race. She's really, really good at it, but you can see the effort that she really put into that first 100 meters and then just holding on the outside. She needed to do something special here to keep Texas in the hunt. They needed her points very badly, and she came through like she's come through all season long. There you see her in the burnt orange on the far left. Favor O'Feely bearing down on her in lane 5. Favor O'Feely seemed to have a little bit more momentum, but it was just a little extra power, a little bit of extra strength in that last 50 meters by Julian Alfred.
Favor O'Feely with her 22.20 does get second place points overall, so 8 for LSU. But those 10 for Texas are so key because the other entry in here, Lene Thomas, I think only ended up 7th overall. But 22.01 is now the new collegiate record. So 2 collegiate records in 2 races for the sensational senior from Texas, and she's with John.
Thank you. We're hanging out. We're recovering from a couple of races and a couple of collegiate records. Let's start with this one because we know how much you hate the 200.
I hate it.
Why do you hate it if you can run 22.01?
It hurts so much. I'm still sitting on the ground and I can't get up. This is why I hate it.
What do we love about 22.01?
A new collegiate record. I was not expecting that. I'm sure my coach was, but not me.
How much did it help to have Favor out in front of you to watch her?
Pardon me?
How much was it, how good was it to have Favor O'Feely and know she was chasing you?
I love running blind, so I can run my own race and feel like I'm running for my life rather than chasing somebody else.
And a quick word, because we don't want to ignore the 694 you ran in the 60. Give us the key to that race and that record.
Hard work, faith, trust God. Before coming out here, I told God, whatever it takes, I'm going to tell the world about you. And because of God, I'm here right now. And God is real.
The 60, the 200 double, Julian Alfred. Dwight, eventually they're going to have to move her off this track, but right now, if you're the queen of the track, you can take your darn time.
Indeed. I couldn't agree more. There are the overall results from that 200, and Lene Thomas did get 6th. So that is